the RBI governor mentioned that the GDP growth rate for sure will be, we'll see a contraction in this year. The China-US spat is gathering some storm as well as we speak. And there are other issues. I read an article yesterday on our website about the Indo-China stress as well poking up a little bit. Do you think all of these can spoil the party? If we can call this a party in the first place.
So I think it's a very cloudy horizon at this point in time. And there are a few silver linings in that cloudy horizon, because otherwise everything is looking bleak. But at the same time, when you look at it, there are a few positive things about India is, as you know, crude oil prices, even at $30, $35, relative to medium long-term averages, they look very good. And that augurs well for India. India also has, a younger population, entrepreneurial population. We have seen in the wake of demonetization also. So they have resilience. They can bounce back very quickly. India can attract a lot of capital in this kind of world where liquidity is benign, and relatively speaking, India may become a better destination for investment as compared to China. And that apart, the first early news of monsoon also is very good. So there are quite a few silver linings. And even if you look at the virus and the impact, then India has, people will say that, okay, testing is much fewer here, but still the fatalities are, compared to other countries, we have done better. Whether it's early lockdown, whether it's hot weather, whether it's our immunity, or whether whatever you say. And now I was just looking at the numbers. So India is just about 10 days or 11 days behind New York when we look at the first 100 cases and from there progression. So, I think that India should, come out relatively better in this world. One has to be a little optimistic. And even you talked about Prem, his message was also very clear that in 35 years, he has seen many crises. This too will pass, whether it takes a few weeks or a few months, but things will recover. World is not coming to an end. And people who can, withstand all these probably will have a much better opportunity and much better gain later.
Venkat, do you want to add something to this? Again, I take a leaf out of the meat today, and I think the governor kind of referred to the fact that the markets and the economy have a bit of a dichotomy, not that we haven't seen such situations in the past. What do you reckon could be happening to the BFSI space and thereby the collateral damage that could come in, and are markets taking it too lightly?
See, if you look at the entire BFSI space, then this is one sector which plays a very important role. If we have aspirations to become a $5 trillion economy in the coming years, and in such a scenario, financial services will play a very important role because such a growth of the economy cannot take place without a proper and a robust mechanism of disbursal of credit, because credit plays a very important role, and it is like the lifeline of the entire economy. If you look at what the governor also said, that the RBI is there to take all steps and measures to make sure that this lifeline of the economy does not get choked. And I think to that extent, the government in conjunction with the RBI are taking all steps to make sure that this pipeline keeps on moving. Coming to the markets part of it, I think the entire weightage of the financial services of the BFSI space was actually at about 35-36%. And that is seeing some kind of sell-off, and now it's down to the mid-20s. And there are two reasons for this selling. One is because passive ETF flows are there selling a lot. And recently, we had come out with a report which talked about the overall influence of passive flows in the Indian markets, because in the run-up also, the passive flows played a very important role because the same stocks were kept on getting purchased into. So if you look at the overall situation, I think as the RBI governor himself acknowledged, that the economy is facing a rough spot. And but we have seen such crises in the past, and I just want to share with you experience of one of our own subsidiaries, the microfinance sector. In the last 10 years, microfinance sector has faced challenges, but after every challenge, it has come out stronger. Because the fact of the matter is that credit dispersal at the bottom of the pyramid is required, and it is required because not only for job creation but also for consumption, and both these things are they play a very pivotal role in propelling the economy forward. So I think we are going, as Nirmal said, there are clouds on the horizon. The economy is going through difficult times, triggered by a pandemic of an unprecedented nature. And there are silver linings, of course, because history shows that after every crisis, mankind emerges stronger.